So, the video we are watching today is 1000 players simulate civilization rich and poor. This is by Ish. This person has made quite a few 1000 players simulate civilization videos. This is the rich and poor edition. Came out last month. So it's a relatively new one. I think I've seen around half. And it is cinema. That is the best way I can describe it. This video is so good, chat. It's so good. So grab a snack, lock in, because it's a 2.5 hour long video. And chat, I'm telling you, it's so good.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across
Pick your favorite characters, chat.
islands to
Get
simulate
attached.
a
You
realistic
won't regret it.
civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
Hardcore mode.
Now, each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green
Let me know if I need to turn it up
paradise,
at all.
the other one
You're kidding me.
is a barren wasteland.
Also, the music in this video, like the score, is all like... Sorry, maybe a little like louder or quieter. It's all like custom made. This video took 2.5 years to edit. So it is like an actual masterpiece, I'm telling you.
It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war?
Also, yeah, I don't know why my YouTube player looks like this. I feel like it's an update they've done. I'm not sure I'm on board with
story
it.
arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
I want it so loud I can't hear Jack talking. Okay.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. All right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Could you imagine 1,000
It was
players
the
on a
beginning
server
of
with
day
prox
one,
chat?
and all 1,000 players began to explore their new
Homies
homes.
SMP was bad enough.
Is this place?
Did I sign up? I can't say I did, no.
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and
do you think
Island
someone should
2,
try
and
this
I didn't tell them that
with
one of the
YouTubers,
islands,
though.
the
Not
first one,
1,000.
would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No.
Not
There's
at all.
nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
Chat, which
It
island
didn't
you
take
picking,
long
one or
for the
two?
people who chose Island
Completely
1
blind,
to realize they had
just
made a
faith.
massive mistake.
I hate this place.
I don't know if they said which one is which yet.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not
I think
only
they said
because
which
it was
island is
empty,
which
but
already.
because
Never
some
mind.
parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome. Oh no! No, no, no! Oh! And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat
Vicky,
up
thank you for the
all
tier 2. 29 months. Thank you. Meow Train is back on. Thank you so much, Vicky. I appreciate it. Tier 2, by the way. I prefer tier 2s to tier 1s. As humans. Get it twisted. They are more important. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
water on the island.
Okay.
This
$6.
killed a
Let's
lot
go.
of people. Now, to begin building
Boiling
civilizations,
water, by the way,
players
chat.
needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too. But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go over to Island 2.
Some of the transitions in this are so good as well.
Hey guys! Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful,
Don't we love
and the
primers?
water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Yeah.
Solid water? This is from the ocean. Are you trying to
Sure.
make me drink ocean water?
You have
No.
The
cheesecake.
people
I'm
on
very
Island
jealous
2
right now.
immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was
I'd
the
love like a
possibility of
Lotus
falling down
Biscoff
from a tree
cheesecake
as you're
right now.
collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. It's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future. By the end of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree.
Okay.
You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you could... What the frick? Why? Wait, is this a bread line? Yes. Oh no! I also got word that there was a
Actually
small
lining
group of
up.
people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
Chat, here comes my favorite character.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Hello.
What the?
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the mafia.
This was Lingolini, and he
This
had
is my
recruited about
goat.
20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people.
Naming a
including
coalition after
pirates,
yourself.
bankers, Canadian
Interesting.
cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict. What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
Ooh. We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others.
Yeah.
Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead
They're
than Island
simulating
1, as
civilization a little
expected.
too
But
well,
let's see
you know what I mean?
happens in the following days.
So first day, almost 50 people have died. Sorry, my face cam's covering. I need to move my camera back down again. Almost 50 people have died on the bad island. 4 people have died on the good island. Day 1.
As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having
From my
one
understanding-
of the most consequential moments of the entire event.
From my understanding, there were like recording sessions that went for like 2 or 3 hours a day, I think. And apparently it was like in the middle of exam season as well. Kind of crazy.
Would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Remy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying.
Yo, Spood.
Well, yeah.
I do have food. You're private, but
Oh, I
don't
need food.
worry.
Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself.
French,
It's such a
yes.
problem.
Now this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is, until... Oh my god.
Assassination attempt, day 2.
Oh, he's a traitor. He was trying to assassinate Spood.
Spood had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1.
God, some people are saying
People were drawn to him, and on
Some
day
people were
2,
saying that he
Spood
paid
used
off
his
the
leverage
assassin to make an
establish
attempt
empire named
to get him into
Westhelm.
power. What are your thoughts?
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Even though the people of Westhelm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed
What's crazy
was
is that this
unbelievably high.
happened before
Earlier,
the Trump
somebody
assassination
tried to take my
attempt, by
life.
the way.
Someone with this face.
But now he's dead.
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
You'll see later, but there's references to like Barbenheimer, and I'm like, damn, you can tell how long ago.
Nearly killed by some dude.
You can tell how long ago it was recorded. That's why Trump got the idea.
Island 1
He was in the recording
finally
sessions.
starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest
Jai,
of the
what would
world.
your strat be if you're on the bad island, and what would your
And
strat be if
honestly,
you're on the
these
good
guys
island?
weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
You like Nevermore? Just kind of paddling up. Not bad. Not dumb.
This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so
I think
about
I would
the
have been an underground
inequality between
person.
Island 1 and Island 2.
I would have been a
See,
mole
even though
man.
the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh,
They're
in
already
fact,
turning against each
artists
other.
on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning.
Dude, this is insane. Obviously, there's like the big Discord, right, where it's all organized in. They're making artwork. Bro, this one is crazy.
Including a few creations by our mafia
My
leader.
face cam was kind of covering it. Hang on. Don't hog the resources because they will too. Like, it's Island 2 with puppet strings. Insane. Workers of Island 1 must unite.
Our mafia leader,
Join the Linguini mob
Linguini.
family.
Speaking of Linguini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
Another one.
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased.
The way he stays in character, no matter what.
Run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources.
If I died that way in a week-long project, I'd be so mad.
He was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego Lex is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview... Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming
Oh,
down.
those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Okay.
Oh, really? Langolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Linguini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed
I feel like
to
some of you
protect
guys would
each
be part
other
of
in
this.
case of an invasion and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Wonka, the classy British.
It looked
The
like
British
for
are
some
coming!
reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a
Classic.
few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear.
Islam.
Oh, we are not here to invade you, we promise.
You like Seneca?
But I didn't do anything. I just followed them.
You brought them all. You didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3below0, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
The music's
Now,
so
on day
good.
2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge
No spoilers,
kingdom
no
named Tricolor,
spoilers.
ruled by a monarch named
Chill
Jofiel.
out.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbieland. What
Why isn't
is
this wacky?
this?
Life in plastic?
Oh, God.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And
Here we
lastly,
go, here's the
southern island
Barbenheimer.
was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles.
I can
and
swear, that
swamps.
doesn't
As a
work,
result,
though.
nobody
People
really
are still
wanted
gonna
to
read
stay
it.
there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no
Hey,
roof.
hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3below0 and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cass Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3below0 had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident.
It's just an insane storyteller. It's crazy.
After
This is
the
my first video of
day,
theirs I've seen, and it is
3below0
so
had used
good.
Content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island.
This is crazy, by the way.
He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
Wow.
But it
Yeah, I'm
wouldn't
sure
be
nothing will
that
go wrong,
simple.
right?
The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade
Then
us,
leave, Flux.
and Luminara
Sorry.
is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3below0 says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them. when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
These shots are crazy.
As day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
How are we looking? Another 20 or so, another 4.
Back on Island
3.
1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging
Lego
around
likes.
with the pirates.
Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put a hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here. So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Get his ass! Get his ass!
They're boiling him! Oh no! Oh my gosh! The Al-Karasina
Rip
pirates
Bozo.
had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor's Food was
I am
still the
literally
most
immortal.
powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Emperor's Food had come in with good intentions.
They've got a
but
United
it was there
Nations
that he
on day
learned
3,
that
man.
He hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor's Food left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization,
Okay.
called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Cross my name off the list. This is without rhyme or reason.
Look at these Elysium guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cat.
Okay,
Alright,
could
if
you
we drop some pufferfish
turn
in the
off
next 60
the
seconds, I'll do
G2A
it.
timer in command? Well, you can leave the command on actually, just turn off the timer. Or remove it from its,
Now, back
I
at
think
the
it's
Blue
part of its
Cross,
socials
Benji
timer
and
or
the
something
other
like that, I
leaders
can't remember.
discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westholme's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer.
Or they're building
But first,
NATO.
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Alcaracina pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Linguini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for Mario.
Hello, it's me. Ooh, Mamma Mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego light.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cult would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well,
these guys are kind of scary.
Group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
Yeah, this is technically the weaker island with the no resources.
But now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
The Commonwealth. Yeah, this checks out.
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need
Americans, how are we feeling?
Barely 5.
We've got the electoral college going on over here. What is going on?
Nations like the Cass Coalition. Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious
And then they make HOA in Minecraft.
That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
They fucking killed him. They fucking killed him.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city. Oh my gosh.
I feel like this is a bit of me. Underground
People didn't
city.
really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired
Just set up booby traps.
already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small
Fake
town
news.
led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care. Did we see what's going wrong here, chat? Flux, second in command, secretly does not agree with 3 Below Zero's manifesto. And now Flux is being sent to the, the United Nations meeting to represent 3 Below Zero.
Hear what 3 Below Zero says. We need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir.
I think
because
Flux is
this
based.
meeting was the
We'll
most
see about that.
important event
No
yet
spoilers.
on Island 2, Jovial invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Alright, I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If
Sorry, this is the island that makes NATO.
Here.
I can agree
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're going to invade us no matter what. And you want to send aid to them?
Flux wants to stay part of the 1%.
They're going to take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're going to use all of that against us.
Fear-mongering. He's fear-mongering.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this
real.
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys,
This is your hero.
Unite. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal: to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead. Which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa.
Are you crazy?
What? This is
You plan to
ridiculous.
kill What's crazy, Jovial, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That's
god.
too
have to
much. We
listen to
can't
me.
do that.
If we don't
Drama.
do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
Hold on, we can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
Alright, everyone. We can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
Ooh.
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
We've just made a villain, though. Let's be real. We've just made a villain. Another 20, another 10.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So you remember this guy?
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon.
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
This is crazy.
A barren wasteland island.
Look at the drum.
Let's go.
I don't know why that kills
No
me.
resources to speak of. Except a wooden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spood, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens.
Abraham Lincoln looking
He
at
believed that a happy
assassination in the
citizen is
theater.
a productive citizen.
West Elm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spood was a chaotic figure, Westhelm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in Westhelm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a better representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were...
I don't like this Spood character, chat. I don't like him. I don't like him one bit.
That
I won't say anything else.
Is unstable and may...
Like, one person goes against him for a second, and it's like, oh, we can kill him. And it's like, I don't know, it's giving such main character syndrome, walking out of the meeting.
One day tried to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spood on their side. So they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are.
Okay.
I just want to say, thank you, Spoon, for all your support.
You're welcome. I'm the best.
Glory to West Elm.
That was going through his head, man.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano. Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it? Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
We live under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, should we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus. Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return.
True.
So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything. Lingolini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble. That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
You all are so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and
It's a crazy Minecraft skin, by the way.
Nevermore.
Pretty sure it's Barry the Platypus in a wandering trader outfit.
This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected? What's that?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island One Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Waterboarding in Minecraft is crazy.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to Side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
Dude, it's free money.
You know what?
Even the media's corrupt, man.
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, "The lava is rising," just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Monka.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
It's the end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's
What you get for sending your
values.
second in command.
3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
Elboza.
I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Sap still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of a cute throwback? I was like,
Day
wait.
4 was about to come to a peaceful end. Something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
GTA transition. That is so sick, by the way.
Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
Jofiel, look out!
Seraphim! What are you doing?
No!
What? No way.
I love how fast the chat moves.
The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
Dude, Island 2 is in shambles.
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders.
Among Us.
So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order. Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh! No. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. I think I'm...
Oh my god.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth.
Trusted news source.
And later into day 5, the
no fake news
would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1.
United Nations.
But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested.
Sideful as a bozo, I agree. Sick build above the volcano, by the way.
Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island. This was a disaster for Infernus.
Just when things were going so well.
Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing
we're gonna have an
the death of
intermission.
Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still
Around here, day 7.
Saps would
Wanna make
invite
a
all
snack.
the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their
I have
plans
not played
for when the
Inscription, but I've
border
heard that everyone who's
inevitably
played it
drops.
has said that it's one of the best video games ever made. So like,
Now,
I'm
after
kind of
Jophiel's
open to the
death,
idea.
Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which
But I have
left
not
the
yet.
island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth on top once again.
Remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Ahmed's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So, another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well... Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wolfram's dead.
What?
We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Cass Coalition to complain to Cass directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said,
quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Caste Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting
He didn't
paid?
skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Probably missed
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a
We need to
party
unionize
in
on Island
Barneyland.
too.
So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Caste Coalition.
We need OSHA.
He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
I can. So much data. They're sweeping his death under the rug.
Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said,
Yeah, Cam.
every
This
other major
1,000
leader was
POVs, obviously, all of the flashback recording and stuff. 2.5 years to edit this video, by the way. Again, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. Civic Primes.
Now on their way.
2.5 year edit.
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting.
But lock in, chat.
Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quotes, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
What do you mean, has to go?
The music, man.
Has to go. Removed. And I'm done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
Alright, leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofield.
What?
And today,
Cinema.
we will finish the job!
Holy!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring it to the table. If you agree with both Chaos and Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him. But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
Oh my god.
What just happened? What happened?
I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap?
Is this all a setup?
Where's Saps?
Where's Saps? Where did he go?
Did Saps do this? Wait, Saps? You have to find him.
Sabs did nothing wrong, man. Flux is just a terrorist, like straight up. Like actually.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used
recently
as a
10:30.
scapegoat for Flux's plan.
Yeah, there were some survivors.
Because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed, but overall, the trap still
3 Below Zero lived.
Tyrion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed.
El Bozo!
But when more people found out about how
Glory to
exactly their
Tricolor.
leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps.
No!
And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap, a trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be.
Not gonna lie, I don't know how dripstone kills from that height, by
All
the
the
way.
major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
If you had to betray one person to save thousands, would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall.
Not good timing.
Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
I think Galini might go. Reminder that all of the music in this is all custom made, by the way. Like the music leading up to that mass assassination was like actually so
Didn't
sick.
really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make
Oppenheimer
yesterday's
in
chaos
Minecraft.
look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again. Now, Day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
No! Come on! Don't jump! What about me? I can shoot. No!
Oh! What? I didn't do anything!
I blame Ish.
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Let's go!
There they all go. Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What is he?
Permanently
closed. All food is now at...
Remy's a savage,
Remy,
dude.
are you behind the bird
Killed
of
this,
Dinosaur?
killed his competition.
Anyway, on day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete. Yeah! What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed, and that's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one.
I wonder what, you know, how different the world would have been if that assassination went through, you know what I mean?
Coordinated secret revolution growing in West Helm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsaypi and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was
Not gonna lie, that's kind of on him.
second in command, a player named Oo.
If you're building a Colosseum, what do you think it's going to be used for?
Second in command down. But Ramsaypi was immediately chased down by West Helm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
Oh. Oh! With Ramsaypi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed in the name of West Helm. Glory to West Helm.
Treason. Treason in Minecraft.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with West Helm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus,
1.67 of what I need for bronze.
tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus's job
Don't gamble.
to report on the netherite? There were people
It ends up
literally
taking
going
longer.
into their territory, mine without authorization.
Alternatively, if you type in
and then
Discord, you also earn
accuse
XP that
them
way,
of
and you can
something
level up
wrong.
in
After some more
Discord.
discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
Oh, how high should I say?
It is still our land.
Yeah,
It's
no, you
still
do have to
the
redeem
place where
them
we live.
in
Of
order.
course, things like trade.
You can't
are
just jump
important,
straight to
but
gold
in
or
terms of
whatever. You
opening
gotta
up the
redeem
volcano,
bronze first.
It is an adamant
Or
no.
earn bronze through typing in Discord.
Oh, wow. Now, Lingolini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
True.
Yes, hell yes. Preach. Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Lingolini went even further.
On the day 1, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we were able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots,
Damn!
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it. I doubt
No,
it.
that's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So, Lingolini
She's signing
made
on
a big
business.
announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The
But I don't think it's on the correct side of history. Independence
Open mining to anybody who wants
from Infernus. Linguini's for the people. Lingolini's for the people.
Seneca's leaving? Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingolini's betrayal.
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just
Poor
died.
Saps,
You had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite
Fucking
yet.
terrorist,
We
man.
have 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no. Oh no.
Dude, apparently he was AFK. Like, you can obviously see him running here, but apparently he was AFK when he started
His
getting
crew
hit.
to take care of the job.
But like, if you're AFK, don't stay logged in, man. I don't know.
Oh no. There we go. To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1.
Trespassers beware.
In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table. And
Flux got what he wanted, man.
The Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working. Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops. Although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
Fair.
And I am, I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
I want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed.
Free Saps, man. Free
Several
Saps.
nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the
Last thing to
strongest.
follow.
But first...
No, you're good. How's it going?
Why is it up here?
Oh boy.
They're moving the warden up. No. No, they're not.
Oh boy. What are we watching? The best video on YouTube. 1,000 players simulate civilization rich and poor. It's cinema, man. It's cinema.
Bringing it to the surface.
And popcorn. Yeah, I'm gonna hit an intermission soon so I can make a snack as well. Sidefall dead, by the way. Rip Bozo.
Discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic.
I'm not gonna lie. Putting his life on the line and sacrificing himself just for more propaganda is kind of based. I'm not gonna lie. Name tagging it Rising Lava, then killing himself. Actually kind of funny.
But this is just as dangerous.
But the warden is here.
The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
Dude, imagine playing like 4 days of this, and this is how you go out.
Oh my god. Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to West Helm. But the West Helm army was ready.
Underground. Ready? Aim! Fire!
Dude, this song does not have to go this hard.
Come on. Oh my gosh.
The cut-off screen.
Welcome to West Helm.
It's a masterpiece, man. It's in Remy's restaurant. Beast has been slain. They should build statues of him. Saps has made it to his trial.
The defendant Saparata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Jofiel, the murder of Alkaline Alk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Hello, please no kill. No jury, by the way. Just a judge. You suck.
Prosecution, go ahead.
Just a judge who decides.
Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution
says
then called
them,
a survivor
man,
of
like...
the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saparata.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders.
You killed their
destroyed
leaders.
our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes The prosecution himself, Thomas 52.
Oh shit!
Gotoga, 5 rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader Fluxion.
Hold on.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap.
Oh no, he lost him.
What about it?
Well,
Saps
He lost him.
that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision. Judge Timebomb, find Saparata. Guilty on all counts. Yes.
Bro, the nerve of this guy, Thomas 5200, being the main kind of like, what was it, prosecutor? When he's part of the terrorist organization that actually did the thing, like, this is crazy, man. He was in the room where it happened.
This is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Executed. Oh, that's it.
2 saps. Someone in chat said, kill that animal. It's actually insane. He's making a run for it, chat. He's making a run for it.
No way. No way.
Now, do you just fall on your sword, or do you make a run for it? What do you guys think?
All damage.
I'm dying? Yeah.
He escaped, man. Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me! No!
But he ran.
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. Murderer.
Guilty on all counts.
Disgrace to all of the island.
Saps, why did you do this?
He's making an alliance with Island 1. Yeah, it would have been way more embarrassing if he died in the chase. Okay, day 7. 11 people, I didn't see how many over here, but still not that many people dead. We're halfway through, chat. I'm gonna take a quick pause. Chat, we are very, very close
Yeah, I think so.
to 80% on the dono goal, by the way. The border is down, chat. The border is down.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa!
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
We're probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the 2 islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these 2 who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing!
Isn't that so cute, by the way?
We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the
78.24,
longest
thank
time,
you.
Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1.
Chat, have you seen the channel tunnel breakthrough. The tunnel that links the UK to France. When it was first dug. Look at this. When they first like made the breakthrough, they had the English meeting the French underground. That's how that felt.
But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared. It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war.
Would you look at that,
Instead,
Flux?
they were just happy that they could finally
Would you
enjoy
look at
Island
that?
2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
He jumped ship.
After yesterday's netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Caste Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential
Dude,
danger,
Cass has been
decided
here
it was
since
best
day
for
one
Linguini
in
to set up his
charge.
home outside
Survived
the
multiple
Caste
assassination
Coalition.
attempts. Well, maybe just the one.
That said, the Caste Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7,
thriving.
Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across
Rest in peace,
both
Wood Daddy.
islands showed up.
We are gathered here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles.
Classic.
Saps's trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. So as long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1.
There you go.
But
he's a
it
refugee.
wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Oh my god.
He's trying to use
Go,
the
Saps, go!
No way. No way.
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
I I love all of those signs, by the way. I want to try and read them. Matchalato was here. Blank was here. Was here. Was here. Was here. Just a lot of it was here.
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. You scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good here. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
Linguini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Oh god.
Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she let them mine for netherite.
Sinica's losing it a little bit.
But because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have
Bro, Lingolini. I'm just hiding out underground. Is so funny to me. What is Kirby doing here? Mr. Pikachu. Oh my god. Bro, leave them alone.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over
Lingolini,
my
run!
grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia.
The Mario falling sound. No!
The Covenant had massacred the Lingolini Mafia.
He was my
Before anyone could
favorite.
retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done. Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Look who it is.
Got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps.
True.
But he did know one thing.
How complicated?
Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
I
Fortunately for
understand how
Flux, it
Flux
didn't
has
seem
just
like
flown
anyone
under the
at
radar
trial
in all
believed
of this.
Zaps.
I suppose
If
they're so
anything,
mad at
Zaps'
Zaps, but
accusation
like...
only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Zaps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Zaps?
Kill on sight. We hunted him down the other day. We
Yeah.
couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parent, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us.
Yeah,
They would've
yeah,
just
yeah. I'm
walked
sure
right
they
in.
were, man.
But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna
What's
do
that,
that.
you?
We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because
You
of
did
me.
nothing! You did not, like, that makes me so mad. You did nothing. They just turned out to be chill-ass vibers, and you were just wrong. Bro
Since
thinks
the
he actually
beginning,
did
Flux's
something.
philosophy was
Pissing
simple.
me off,
You
bro.
can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you.
I hope
If you
he
build a bridge,
dies.
they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their
Flux
deaths
has killed
was
more
devastating. The people of
Island 2
Tricolor
people than
still
Island 1
mourn
has. Think about
Jofiel,
that.
building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Rest in peace, Jofiel.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same
Herobrine.
after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1. But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground? Neutral ground.
Uh-oh.
Skating on West Helm territory.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the capital.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain. 'Cause
Not
I'm
cool,
innocent.
Spoon.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Spood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Spood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates.
Now, what happened last
Although
time?
when he arrived,
Someone went to the
things felt a
Alcaracina
little
Pirates with a bounty on their head.
To drop all your gear. I'm just kidding.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I think
Monka.
you guys would get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly,
Yeah.
Need to leave?
We need to leave now. Run.
Sorry, what?
where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec. You gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenant, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We can go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either...
I have some insider info. So when I was watching this, I was watching Ludwig watch it. So when Lud was watching it, he had a bunch of people who were involved, whether it was dev team, application mods, editors, or just like participants in his chat, like donating, sending him messages and giving extra info and context. Apparently, another reason people were so willing to be like anti-Saps was because in a previous video on this channel, Saps had been a main character. And there's kind of like a rule on the channel and in the Discord that you're not allowed to be a main character, like in 2 different videos, which Sap wasn't trying to be, but people thought he was trying to be a main character, and they were like, they didn't like that, basically. But he really wasn't. That's like why at the beginning he wasn't picking any sides. That's why he kind of built off on his own. That's why he was like the middle ground mediator, because he didn't pick a side. He didn't want to like be important, and then got thrown into all of this, basically. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Like, you can handle this on your own, like, just... Here, I'll explain to you on a sec, just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting a lot of faith into you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
Man. You got the heebie-jeebies, man. He trusted his gut and just dipped. Again.
He's all alone.
He's alone
Saps
again.
then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him.
Imagine he just died to powdered snow.
wanted
That would be
him
so
dead.
embarrassing.
And so he ventured into the snow. And started collecting blocks. Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely...
Saps, no!
There's just no point anymore.
On day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by. And he planned to jump off.
I was gonna kill himself in Minecraft.
But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Yeah! Don't let Flux win, man. Cinema, man. Okay, I have not seen much further than this. I don't know exactly at what point. I fell asleep somewhere around here. So I'm gonna remember parts, but...
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers.
Damn.
Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dinosaur.
Yeah, pretty guilty of that one actually.
Set. Fight!
Oh. Here they go. Oh, that's sweet. Wait, some guy jumped in.
I don't know what went on there. I also don't really understand this system because surely combat by or trial by combat, like one person did a bad thing and they're fighting for their survival. I feel like it's not like you take a guilty guy and a guilty guy, 2 completely separate crimes, make them fight and just let the winner live. Like, I feel like that's not how that works. But you know what? Whatever. Remy lives.
Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Shfood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days
That's
for Emperor
crazy.
Shfood. He was always
Run your own
working on
society, don't
different
like
things.
I would.
Aqueducts. Show me your aqueduct.
How long do you think I'd live?
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They steal their chocolate.
And so Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with Westhelm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population, and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jofiel's grave, and had stolen Jofiel's head.
Can I wear this?
That is insane,
but instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense
What was Addison
leadership
thinking?
that
Like,
earned
yeah,
Cass
Cass is gonna love this
a lot
one.
of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
This part's my favorite.
I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you. In Luminara,
Cinema
meanwhile, the
chat,
citizens
cinema.
were inventing new technologies.
This
From
is
enemies
the
to
power switch.
lovers.
16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election.
Forgot about the marriage. That was one of the like.
Popular, but
So
I'm
at
not
this
running.
point, I'm like drifting in and out of sleep, and that part definitely woke me up, and I was like, oh my god.
It seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals. They were all still united under one mission: to find and kill saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all of the other nations that saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama. The
Hi
murder
Keith, how you
of
been?
Linguini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player
Yeah, justice for
Vietnam was one of the
Linguini.
few remaining survivors in the Linguini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support.
Yeah.
See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly
Low-key
asked
Russia,
them to do
no?
the deed
Like
instead of doing
kinda,
it
but maybe
herself.
also maybe America. I don't know.
If people knew that she was behind the attack,
No,
she
more
would be
Russia,
in
I'd say, than
big
America.
trouble. But for now, nobody would face
Seneca
any
running proxy
consequences
wars.
for the massacre of the Linguini Mafia. Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor
Glad to hear
Spoon
that,
was
Keith.
really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spoon's extradition
That was a sick
request,
shot.
Spoon's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spoon also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm. So Spoon decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something
he's too much of a
rash,
pussy.
something bad enough that would allow Spoon to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spoon knew—
Bro, there's gonna be a Minecraft 9/11 to prompt the invasion of Iraq. The old WMD trick, bro.
Exactly how to make the Commonwealth
Minecraft
angry. He
9/11.
invited back to the Westhelm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Can we make a deal? We're running out of time.
Let's go, Sabs.
Saps is back. And Turntab's here too, for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spoon had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spoon for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spoon was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Hey, you can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood.
Banger.
If we can do what we do best, we're not gonna lie.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Get his ass.
Emperor Spoon was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spoon then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Lingolini situation. So Spoon decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide-open area without a room,
Yeah, just change the location of the meeting. We'll host it at yours, you know?
You turned the sun away. How could you be so cruel? Ooh, hey. You wrapped the moon in ice. That's not nice. Not nice.
To begin the meeting, Spoon first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spoon's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Flexion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people
Let's go, Legacy.
to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spoon's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with Westhelm's military proposal,
Who's
which
this guy?
was, if any nation from
I like his
Island
skin.
2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this,
Triggering Article
please
5
say
of
aye.
NATO. Isn't it Article 5?
Aye.
Oh my god.
This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
Art imitates life, you know what I
As
mean?
long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
I can't get over how good the music is, and like some of the cinematic shots and stuff there with it all is actually so good.
Assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who? What is that? What does that mean? That's vague. What does that mean?
Are we going to corruption?
Listen.
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago.
What's that called? NIMBYism? Not in my backyard? Is that the correct way to use that?
About 15 members of the West Helm army
I don't know if that means something else.
inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
You're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah,
True.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me, you have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2
Monka,
in the next,
it's happening.
5 minutes. I do not know.
Monka.
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Knight Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
Land invasion.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What's happening, guys?
They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
The West Helm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. West Helm then went around searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, at the Cask Coalition.
Is this still day 8? Damn. Looks like day 9 is super long as well.
Can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago. God, this dude is digging.
Chad, this is crazy, by the way. This was on day 4. This was 4 days ago. Just randomly happened to pass by.
What? Oh. You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Looks like him. Yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
Almost like the whole temple's made out of sandstone or something.
What do you think?
Interesting. to show this to Tricolor, and probably also Perion.
I'm on it.
A citizen of the Cast Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps's room. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence. But for some people,
There, and you'll go down in history books,
some
man.
questions. Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most
I think I fell
important
asleep
people on
very
Island
soon
1,
after this, by
and
the way.
He didn't really know what to make of this.
I don't really remember anything else.
In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions.
Whoa.
They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors who were
not
blindsided
surprised.
by the move.
It was an act of aggression.
Drag all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
Uh-oh.
Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper Daybreak Media had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini.
Okay, I don't remember this.
This is
But
why
Seneca
was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingolini's head.
Oh my god, okay, I have not seen this. I mean, she's standing on business. She is standing on business. This is crazy.
Let this be a
That's what I was talking about.
Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Don't do it! You're leaving now.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
Avenge him, Vietnam, avenge him.
Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion,
If everyone is against them, then we're not.
Oh, Benji's dead. Benji's dead.
What? Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently,
wait.
Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingolini.
I thought Benji Butt was a
Benji believes
pacifist.
that killing Lingolini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision, so he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life.
Oh my god! He killed himself! What the
Now, because
fuck?
Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
Oh, so he was the whistleblower, then killed
Maybe
himself.
A trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus. Now, when the meeting
What if
came
they
to
made it
an
look like a
end,
suicide?
Flux was approached
Release
by
the list.
a few guards
He had
from
one.
Tricolor.
Right, look.
A list of everyone who's visited Island 2.
We know about these.
Or Island 1.
All right.
What
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair
Get his
trial.
ass.
Just
Get
come
his
about-
ass. Get his ass.
What are
Get
you
his
talking
ass.
about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cast Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This
you
is
are,
an
okay?
outrage against Luminara. I cannot
No.
believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
So if you were not meeting, run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial.
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine.
not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember.
We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor.
Oh. Oh.
He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop, don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Oh no. This is one of the hitmen. Oh my god. This is not a good look. I'm gonna be so real.
Oh, hey, what is this?
What? Wait, Flux is getting away?
Wait, isn't New Kids...
It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty.
An excuse to run, huh?
When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy.
Yeah?
We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Sax the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat.
National security threat. Brother, you are a terrorist. You are a terrorist.
Or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, that's tough. Alright.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election,
No!
Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara. Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
I hate Luminara. Look what's happened to it, man. 3 Below Zero died for this. He's rolling in his grave right now.
Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempt to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for
Addison was the psycho that dug up the grave.
accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Armor.
Show us the head.
Yeah.
Give it up. Give it right
Yeah.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between West Helm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance,
Three Boys Are
and a
Dark
strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors
That bridge
of
exists
the
because of him.
Commonwealth. Later, Spood also visited the Covenant after he
And
heard
he was
about
right.
some civil unrest
Island
going
1 didn't
on.
want war.
So they all just left, just like that.
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant.
Oh?
This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect saps. See, originally, TurnTap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him.
Saps aura. Saps
In fact,
aura.
the reason TurnTap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Anyway,
got a
now
soft
that
spot
TurnTap
for
had
Saps.
the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which TurnTap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me.
Oh.
You
yeah.
killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. And are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright, could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
We can put all of our fighting behind us. I propose a trade.
Prisoner swap.
You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Night Arcturus.
Oh shit!
Oh wow.
RT for Saps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have. Do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So
you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
Spood's too much of a pussy, man. He cares too much about
just to make the terms of this deal very clear.
the opinions
because
of him.
I want to be accurate. You expect me to give up an innocent man?
Ooh,
in
hold on, he's
exchange
standing on
for a
business.
terrorist?
Hold on, he's standing on business.
Really, your offer?
He's not innocent.
Alright. Get out.
Kiss, kiss, kiss,
Now.
Plus 10,000 aura. Damn.
Soon, it would be time for the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend.
That's a lot of people.
As such, TurnTap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy.
Oh!
Saps getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Sap's getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
Not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Let's come inside.
Because these people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun and things were already out of control, and then...
No!
Someone's setting up dripstone.
No! No! Oh my god. It was for turn tab, wasn't it?
Oh!
It was turn tab.
And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Run, they're trying to kill us.
Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat
Oh,
to
it's
the
so
Infernus
cooked.
castle.
Sorry, what did that message in chat say? He was no messiah, but a demon in disguise. Jesus Christ.
Both Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite
Yeah,
weaponry,
she's kinda strong now.
impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so
Yeah,
he ran
Saps
all
is
the way
cooked.
to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who
I
was
don't know
apparently dealing with
if
a
Spood
new
can be enough.
political crisis.
Damn, people are funny.
It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war.
Oh my god.
And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting. Now, of course,
I'm sure that's a
Spood
good idea,
suspected
man.
this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Well, let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to...
Oh my
obliterate
god.
them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe
is a little
the
bit too real.
Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
Glory to West. I like the username Spider too with the 5, it's kind of clean.
These guys are all waiting for something to happen.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's happening. Hang on. Also, what was the weapon called? Is this evil? I don't know if that's like on purpose or it's just happens to be called that.
Oh my god.
Oh, they fucked up. Spider! Spider! They're not here.
What? Where is everyone?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned.
Imagine they're like watching from a distance and then they like remote blow it up.
See,
That would have been
after Zephyr's
crazy.
meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before
Consider this a lesson for
dissolving
siding
the
with
Commonwealth once and for all. Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
The Covenant place? Badass base.
Come on in, guys. Welcome to Infernus.
Thank you, Seneca.
Oh my god, Seneca grows stronger.
There are so many people.
Oh my god.
Infernus is massive.
Oh, I see it now. Yes, the chain place. Yeah, that's changed a lot. Bro, Cast Coalition just been chilling, man. They've been living their best
At the
life.
Cast Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party.
Cute.
But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control.
Build a wall.
As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9,
Attack on Titan
they
style.
were simply
3 layers.
overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left.
Bro,
and
that
right.
was crazy.
She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery.
I have the volcano
Had
erupts.
really murdered all the Island 2 leaders. Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not.
Yeah, you look
I
pretty
think they were just
stupid now,
trying to
don't you,
scare
Flux?
guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly.
No jury.
On day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why.
Oh my god, the judge
had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time.
Oh
I'm
my
so mad.
god.
He needs to die.
Oh!
I never thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara. Okay,
I just
I'll
hope
tell
they've
my
got
guys
good
to prepare for
PvPers.
battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See.
All right. First thing tomorrow.
Oh shit. Final day? I mean, the count per island doesn't really matter
Welcome,
anymore
everyone.
because there's so many cross alliances and
We
stuff.
gather here today
It's
because,
not really island v island anymore.
well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
Oh,
He
shut
was more
up,
than just
man.
a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy.
Yeah,
and complete the
yeah,
bridge
yeah.
Which he would have wanted.
This is gross. That's your guy, River. That's your guy. Let's go.
All right, let's go, let's go.
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Aperion to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple. Aperion would invade Luminara from the south, while the Cass coalition approaches from the sea.
A land
so that
and
Flux
sea
can't escape.
invasion. We got a pincer maneuver.
And I just,
Oh, they're here. They're here. Oh, look.
Run, Flux. I wanted to die so bad.
They're after him.
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh.
Kill him. Please kill him. Yes, God.
Okay,
Surrender, surrender.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving.
Flux, you are under the arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage!
And attempting my assassination.
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
You're speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until...
Hey, he's running! Hey! Hey, he's running!
He's running!
Kill him! Oh my god. Oh my god.
Flux had killed 5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
You block up behind.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
I hate this guy!
Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Concave.
The Luminar.
No one is safe in Luminara.
Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara.
Yeah, Luminara need to know.
Were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again. Or so he thought.
Who's waiting? Hold on.
I am so confused on what's happening right
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
Maybe we'll get more of that song later.
Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the
this one?
murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Shaps was right.
Fucking Remy, dude.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth. Hey, Saps, how do you feel?
Oh my god.
Finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had got into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side. And now, instead of hunting for saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
True,
But
true,
the
true.
search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're
No,
kidding.
come on, man. Seneca can't get even stronger. I want this volcano to erupt so bad. It's a volcano full of terrorists.
Refuge at Infernus under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that
Oh my
nobody
God.
can break in. But the rest of the world was unfazed.
They do have a cool base though. I'll give them
They're
that.
gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Speed with netherite drip.
Today, we infiltrate the volcano.
I don't like that this is my leader though. I support women's rights cast and women's wrongs Seneca.
If I die today, I love you all.
Yeah, I don't want Spruth to be my leader. Cass I'm fine with. And Legacy.
Look, he was my brother.
True.
He was everyone's brother.
True.
And they took him from us. They took him.
I need justice for
Flux
Lingolini.
got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
Cinema, but also life.
Alright, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the
Got it.
Coliseum.
Let's go, let's go.
Alright, let's go, everyone.
This has made me want to play on a Minecraft server, I'm not gonna lie.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap
Try and make one
behind
right
my
now.
back.
No, Toby was asking me if I ever needed
I
one
was
to hit him up
framed
because he has
and
his
then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all
thing.
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Any people from the volcano mine there, but they control everyone else? I agree with that. It's just, it was a bit unfair as soon as they let in...
Alright, everyone, listen up.
As soon as they let in the
There's a lot of
Covenant and
things
no one
to
else.
watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water,
Lingolini
dripstone
was for
traps,
the people,
their
though.
entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together.
They do have the high
And let's
ground.
win this thing! Come on!
Alright, here we go!
Can you imagine how laggy this fight's gonna be?
There's so many people.
Make me your blind with your
Empire.
civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
Oh my God. I think there might be a problem.
It's okay.
You cover us in shame, and I take the blame. Living by
They're
the
invading
rules
Finland? What's
to
going on here? Oh, it's the Blue
ask
Cross, that
you
makes sense.
lose. Walk ahead. Beginners keep provoking. Blood returns starts choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eaten away.
I need him dead. I need him dead so bad. And I hope it's Vietnam. I think it was Vietnam. I hope Vietnam kills Seneca.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Oh, the water still burns. Oh no.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Oh my god. It must be so difficult to see who's on whose team. Is it the usernames? Is it orange versus green? Because like, I feel like that's just the different island colors, isn't it? This is Rocket League.
As well. It's the Covenant.
Yeah, there's a mix of green and orange in there. It's not as clear as that.
They got it, they got it.
Yeah, you better run. Let's go, Remy. No! Billy!
The final push, here we go.
Blackstone is super like explosive resistant though, right? So I feel like those TNT traps, I don't know if they're gonna work. Oh, it's on the terracotta, that makes more sense. Oh my god. Dude, it's gonna be so hard to track like the exact moment and capture it nicely. Obviously in replay mode you can, but like it's not gonna be pretty. The moment where Seneca or Flux dies. Like, it's gonna be a bit of a mess. Sitzcrete goes down. Seneca jumps. Please die. Yes! Now, it wasn't who I wanted to kill them, but... if Fluxion dies, I'm getting my sub refund never coming back. He's boating out of there. Get him, Kieran! Get him, Kieran! He's cooked. Unless he built a secret fake lava exit. Oh, he's gapping. No. No.
Surely not. No, of course he has a tunnel. Of course.
Where was he? I saw him! I saw him! We're gonna kill him! Run away!
He's missing? Hold on.
Let's end this once and for all. Of course, Thomas is there.
Oh, come on. Alright, guys, let's go, let's go.
Ooh. Where does it end? In the temple? Where it all started? Or in the Colosseum. That makes sense.
What? No way.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he's gonna name his sword something cool. Which kind of implies that he gets the kill.
Actually showed up. Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Can't say no to a
Let's
friend.
make this a fair fight, okay?
Flux. Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Both gapping. Come on, Sat. Come on. Oh, we got an axe crit in there, I think. Oh, Saps is getting cooked. Oh, Saps is getting cooked. He's got a lava bucket.
Just you guys.
Domain expansion. Yes! He's on fire.
Oh my gosh!
Yes! Beat his ass, Saps. Beat his ass. Who died? Flux was in the air with an axe. He could have been critting him with an axe and killing him. Yes! Rip Bozo! Rip Bozo! Fuck you! Yeah, you better run, Thomas. Fucking pussy.
Saps had killed Flux. And with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Freaking turkey. Days later. 129 to 191. So a lot of people alive. But again, doesn't really matter.
We gather to honor the lives lost in the
Man.
Battle of Infernus.
Oh.
Since then,
Theron died. Theron was the like OG whistleblower that caught Flux out with the recording.
The island to
Theron
West
needs a
Home
fucking
Alliance
statue, bro.
had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
Theron, no. Remy! Wood Mummy and Wood Daddy, at least they were buried together.
After the war, people
that's kinda
across
crazy.
the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on.
Come on, Visa, no.
Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks
Who the hell
of
is Crazy
creating
Gojo?
a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing.
We get like a
and
Treaty
have
of Versailles after this? Like, what happens?
In the corner of the crowded
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
Jesus
Some of them
Christ!
joined cults,
Survivor's
while
guilt or
others moved
something.
to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine,
Asylum
though.
seekers.
Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara.
I want a statue for 3 Below Zero too.
And so everybody lived on in peace.
Wait, did
including
Spood live?
Zaps, who
God
at long
damn it.
last had returned to Island 2. Those bring us back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cask Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding,
my
yet to be
God.
found by Westhelm.
This is like the story of that Japanese soldier who was hiding on some island for like 40 years after World War II ended. Arcturus is still just hiding out there. Someone tell him it's over, bro. Oh my god.
It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Crazy Gojo.
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury,
Okay, Conquistadors.
you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now.
Yup.
Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
Yes! Rip Bozo. Bobbyland. Oh my god. Barbenheimer.
I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But
Oh my god.
after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
So slowly lose control as emotions overflow.
Damn.
Falling into the unknown. Or do we hold guard?
Bro, actual cinema. It was so good.
As we softly break it.
I want to see how many people were involved. Wait, Sab was one of the editors. Did I see that right? Damn. Dude, that was so good. That was so sick.
A lot of
Oh. Cinema, bro. Cinema. I might have to go and watch some of the other ones. Because, like, he's been doing other 1,000-player Civ stuff before. Oh, that was so good. 2.5 years for that masterpiece, though. This is for life. I don't know if I'm putting this on YouTube as a VOD. I'm not sure. But if I did, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Follow me on Twitch to watch it live. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!